A long time waiting for a new video just like this one. In this specific video, I'm going to give you the settings for the best binary option strategy in 2019, 2020, and sure, in 2021. And in this specific video, I'm actually going to be using a different broker because I get a lot of questions in regards to this specific broker called Olymp Trade. And many people have been asking me, hey Chris, can I use it? What is the good thing about it? Or should I not use it? What's going on? So in this specific video, I'm going to be sharing with you the best binary options strategy in Olymp Trade. Hi everyone, this is Christian here on YouTube and welcome to a brand new video for the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about binary options. But if you're new to my channel and you're into binary options, forex trading, crypto trading, or any type of making money online, this channel is for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and activate the notifications bell icon so that you get a notification for every new video that I upload. With that being said, let's jump into the video. All right, everyone. And the first thing I'm actually doing right now is checking if there are any high volatility news that could affect our trading session. As you can see, the last news was at 3:35 a.m. with GBP currency. And other than that, we don't have anything until two stars or two bull news, which is moderator volatility. And that was actually about almost 2 hours ago. So we should be good to go. Now, I'm going to be using the broker Olymp Trade. If you guys want to use it, they do have a demo account which is free. You can get it below in the description of this video if in case you guys want to practice with this broker. There are a few things that I really like about this broker. I haven't used it in a while, honestly, but we're gonna start right now. And the first thing that we're gonna do is get the settings of the strategy. Now this is based on the 2-minute strategy, which is very common with you guys. And the first thing I'm going to do when you actually get the broker, you get it with the line. So you click on this button right here and you change to Japanese candlestick. And let me just go ahead and get my pen in case I need it later on today. And right here, as you can see, now there are candlesticks. You can change the time frame in here. And here's where the first challenge comes along. They don't have 2 minutes. They only have 1 minute. Therefore, if you recall, this same strategy can be used for 5 minutes as well. So we're gonna use it in 5-minute candle. Okay, as simple as that. I'm actually looking at Euro USD. If you guys want to check what pairs are available, you can see it right here: GBP USD, Euro USD, USD JPY, and here are the payouts from the highest all the way to the lowest, which I really find it very decent, 80% in return. And it only changes over here on Euro RUB. And honestly, I'd never used this currency. Also USD TRY. And other than that, they're close positions. But 80% is the average, which I find really good. You can also trade Forex, but I do recommend you to actually stick to fixed time, which is the same as binary options. And we're gonna see it right now. This broker is very similar to pocket option. How is that you can actually place the trade amount in here and you can choose the time of expiration. However, it does have a clock expiration time right here so that you can actually use it in order to understand what time the candlestick will expire. So for instance, this is a 5-minute strategy, which means that it will expire at around right here. You can change it to 5 minutes, or you can actually use the clock to actually have this trade expired. Honestly, I don't use it. I prefer to use the timer. Just 5 minutes is good, and that's it. Okay, don't get confused into it. So now we're gonna start adding the indicators, and the first this button right here that you can see is for the indicators of the broker, and the first one that you're gonna use is SMA, which is the simple moving average. You click on it, you can actually click 3 times so that you can add 3 different moving average, and we're gonna modify them individually. And also you can add the MACD right here. So now you can close this and it's time to start editing. So the first one is gonna be with a period of 6, and I'm gonna change the color to color blue, okay? Yeah, you can make it thicker. I didn't know this, but you can make it a little bit thicker. It's really up to you. I'm gonna make it thicker just for video purposes, but in your computer, it's actually better if you just leave it, you know, thin. Now, this is in the period of 6. Then we're gonna modify the next one, which is gonna be this one, and this one is gonna be with a period of 14. I think this yellow color is good. No, this one is actually better, and you move it a little bit, make it a little bit thicker. And the last but not least is gonna be with a period of 50. And this one, I don't have any color, so I'm just gonna leave it red. And there you go. So how does this strategy work? And also MACD is just gonna be as default. You don't need to change anything in there. So the way this is going to be working, and we already missed one trade right here, is that whenever you see the blue moving average or the SMA with the period of 6 crossing the yellow moving average, which is the SMA with the period of 14, you're gonna enter for a position right there for a put or for a call. And I'm gonna point out right here, what is it that I mean? In this specific area where this candle actually started right here, you enter for a put position for 5 minutes, okay? Just as simple as that. Now, before you actually enter that transaction, you do need to have a pre-confirmation. And that pre-confirmation is actually this one right here, which is the MACD crossing all over the place in the baseline against the signal line. The baseline is actually this green one right here, and the signal line is actually the red one. So once you actually see that crossover, then you see that it crossing right here, then within 1 or 2 candles is going to cross in the moving averages. So that's going to give you a pre-confirmation as to when to enter the transaction. If you want to check it out again, take a look at this crossover right here is going up. And a couple of candles later, then we have this going up right here, and it was this candle, and boom, it was in the money. And then you can just go ahead and keep on back testing all the way with these pairs. Now, here are just a few tips that you need to understand as to why is it that you should, let me just go ahead and, yeah, it's 5 minutes, as to what you should avoid with this specific strategy. And the first thing that you need to avoid is this, okay? This is kind of a stable market, so it doesn't really tell you that there's a small volatility or anything like that. In fact, the one that is going to determine whether there's volatility or not in the market is actually this red line, this one right here. This 50 moving average basically determines what's the trend on the specific pair. So if the moving average is going down, then that means it's a downtrend, and if it's going up, it's an uptrend. And the way to determine this is that whenever the candlesticks are below this moving average, like they are right now, then that is a downtrend, okay? And if the moving average is actually below, and the candlesticks are above the moving average, like right here, we're talking about an uptrend. Now we're looking at a change in direction in here, but if you notice right here, this is something you should just avoid. Now, my biggest recommendation is that you actually trade on following the trend, okay? Which means that you're going to enter for call positions whenever there is an uptrend, and you're going to enter for put positions whenever there's a downtrend. Now, the way to determine, like I said, is based on the moving average. If you notice, this one is an uptrend because the moving average is below the candlesticks. And here we have a call opportunity right here. And a couple of candles later, we had the entry point in this area, and boom, it was in the money. And if you actually look for the opposite, let me just go ahead and Z. Oh, take a look at this one. This was a put option. It moved right here. This one I wouldn't enter because it looks too crazy, but even if you enter, it was a put position and it was a loss. Why? Because this is an uptrend, and in an uptrend, it's more likely that you're gonna win a call position. Now, this is not 100% in the money rate, of course, but it can easily give you a 78 to 95% accuracy when you start using it right. Now, many people ask me all the time, hey Chris, do I need the 50 moving average? Well, not really. I mean, it's not like a must that you need to have. You can just trade like this and just follow the MACD and the other two moving average. Let's go ahead and do a back testing right now. So this right here is an out of the money, and it met all the expectations, right? But it wasn't out of the money. This one right here, it was out of the money as well, and it met all the expectations. This one was in the money, and And yes, he met all expectations. So we have what, 2 wins, 1 loss or something like that. Then we have another win right here. He met the expectations. Then we have a win right here. Even though this one doesn't count because we wouldn't have entered. The MACD didn't cross. We have this one right here that he met the expectations. This one, probably there were news in this area, so I wouldn't have entered in there. And let's say this one right here, this right here, he won and he met the expectations. This one, you won it and he met the expectations. I wouldn't enter this right here. This one, it was a win and he met the expectations. So yeah, take a look at it. Even without the 50 moving average, you still have good chances to actually be in the money. Now, one of the coolest part of this specific strategy is that it will give you a lot of signals in one single pair in a very short amount of time. When I mean a short amount of time, it means 1 hour, you can probably get, I don't know, 1, 2, or 3 signals in one pair. So if you're monitoring 3, 4 pairs, then that means that in half hour, probably you're gonna end up with your session. Now, few recommendations before you start using this strategy. 1, don't overtrade, okay? Don't place more than 4 to 5 trades within the same business day. So if you actually place 5 trades and you won them all, stop right there and come back the next day, okay? It's gonna be a lot of money. Number 2, don't trade with more than 5% of your balance just to be on the safe side. And tip number 3 is make sure, and this is super important, make sure that you actually stop after 1 or 2 out of the money. If you're a very beginner and you get 1 loss, stop right there and continue next day or continue on demo so that you can continue practicing. And if you don't want to, or you want to continue because you're sure that you're going to recover, then maybe 2 out of the money and that's it. If you're trading with 5% of your balance, that would be 10% loss, which is a lot, but it's really up to you. I would prefer if you actually stop after 1 out of the money, but it's like I said, it's really, really up to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you start practicing this strategy. And more importantly, remember that you can use many brokers, not only this one or IQ option or pocket option. You can use any broker for binary that has 5 minutes in the expiration time. So if you enjoyed the content of this video, make sure you smash the like button, and more importantly, if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section below. I'd be glad to take a look at those comments as usual. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.